Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. As you can see in the background, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm in the process of moving, so this will be a different background in future videos. I've been going through the days, the months, the energies, the zodiac signs, so the next sign that I'm reading for is for Scorpio, so welcome. If you're another sign, welcome. And if you have Scorpio in another part of your chart, welcome. This is going to be a part one reading for Let Me Fight in Your Place, an Archangel Michael reading. This will be the channeled message portion. I'll pull out a couple of cards from the Slavic Legends Tarot, but the part two will be the video where I do the full reading for Scorpio and the Archangel Michael reading. So these are specific messages of encountering the bear. So the other day I encountered the bear again, and there's multiple energies in, I would say, this human shell. So it's not only the human soul, but there are other things that take place. So I was getting it a couple times. Where are you from? And it started off more, standard of asking the question. And then eventually it was like more screaming, like, where are you from? And I responded, I'm a traveler. And the other question that was being asked is, are you here to condemn me? And I responded, um, my actions won't equate to what it would be that would balance out what you have done in this life and the energies that partook in that too. So there's the universal law and the divine energy. So, as I said, if I were to, if you were in a perspective, take matters into my own hands, it wouldn't be as severe as what will transpire for this person. So I was pondering, um, because there's this other energy that's there too. I was thinking, would this be more of an exorcism in a way? Because although this person is already messed up in multiple ways, apart from what's already there, aside from him, um, there's also the aspect of the other energy that gives him other things that contribute to the actions that is taking that he's doing. So that was my next thing that I brought up is like, I came to heal you. And when I said that, it was like whiplash for the figure because I had the vision of the figure. It was like the head going in a million places, like really fast. And then it stopped, and then it looked at me, and it was the actual um, human energy. And sorry if it's confusing, like, since I've been referring to it as the bear, it was the actual human energy, and as the bear, as I've been calling it. aside from the it, which is that other energy that's in the bear. And when the human bear looked at me, it was like eyes of sadness or concern, because after asking like, will you condemn me? And then I got a vision of them. It was interesting because, again, just in a religious way, or and one may or may not consider this person religious. And with my background, I am interested in reading about a lot of things, and from a, I guess, religious, spiritual perspective, and also an academic perspective too. So there was the vision of them like on a cross, and then they had their regular attire on, and they were still, living, but then they were crying, which I thought that was um, something to note, because as a Libra myself, we tend to really feel the tip of the scales. And I know that's really standard, but to elaborate, because I don't hear it a lot in other readings, is like you really feel when you do or you see something that's in, based off of like actions of something that's really good or really bad. Like it's really responsive for you. So if you do something that's really not good, even I feel like for the people that are used to doing those actions as a Libra, like you still feel it a lot. Like it hits you in a weird way. So sorry, my cat's using the litter box. Um, and she does this thing where she scratches, so it's not anything. And later that night, when I came home, there was another vision, and is it was like, and I knew what it was trying to do, because it was like, okay, well, we'll do this. And it was saying to me, basically, a life for life. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not exchanging like that. And then something else was of the divine was saying, there's another way. Because in the healing with the fairies oracle, I'm sorry, there was this specific message that I got the other day when I was trying to, when I was finding another card, um, about when you're trying to solve something, there's another way of looking at it or another way of doing it. So I could find which card it is. Mm, I'll keep going with the reading. That was the gist of what it was saying, that there's another way. So another thing that comes up is like, so what ties into this is that I've been seeing the flag lately, and the two readings ago it was bloodier and then less bloody, and now there is a little bit, and then there's stuff dried up as if the person tried to wash, or um it was maybe on their clothing, and maybe like they were trying to heal the wound, but there's still maybe remnants, or maybe doing what they could to clean it and still maybe having the shell, because I was getting like also the like a shell that was still, that was on the ground, that was still like heated, and um as if it was like fresh, and then there was like a bullet hole that was like on the flag too. So, and that was at work as well. So there, I was also looking at Combat Ready Balm. It's one of our products that come from um, a small business, and it's like a product that we have there. That's the name of it. So somebody is trying to heal from wounds that they received, or that they have now. And the other thing of faith not requiring defense, and we will be judged by how much we love. So Archangel Michael is aware of this. And as this person is wounded, I see another vision of an angel, and it's an angel sheathing their sword, as if they're about to fight. And the message that I was getting, let me fight in your place. And that will be the exchange. The exchange isn't me. The exchange is tearing down what was attempted to be built up, in all the wrong ways of trying to do that. And that's only the first offense of the universal law. So, because so many have fallen, again, if I were to take matters into my own hands, if you were to see it like that, it's not going to be what it's supposed to be. Um, Another thing is like, this is a specific time when the divine is stepping in like this, because I was also getting, you know, the revelations angels, and then the fifth one holding back the winds and the chaos, and saying, I am going to put the seal of God on these um, specific people to have the witness, but protect them from what's about to happen. Um, so now the angel, the archangel, is ready to fight in the battlefield. And the main thing, it was so clear when I was thinking through this, and when I was thinking at this time, and then the being was saying mega like straightforward. It was one of the most direct messages that I was getting. And the the angel was like, divine timing. Another aspect is a mother weeping. It was yesterday. And this was unusual because it is the mother figure that has been here, and in no way has she ever been perceived as that. And of course, there's nothing wrong with weeping. But the thing that really stuck with me was when I was friends with somebody and I cried, and she said, "Don't you cry on me," because don't let this thing um, bring you down. I know it won't. And that you're fully capable of moving forward. And not only do you need yourself, but they need you too. And what made it really interesting is that I tried to comfort her. And later that night, too, it was like she was comforting me because it was, when maybe your mom or like somebody that cares for you, they kind of like do this with your arms as if like they're trying to warm you up. It was like kind of, I guess, a mother like doing that. Um, and maybe it's like out of a appreciation or just a response that was caring. And lastly, there is the cell phone repair. I crossed that sign when I was in the area where I was at, and something is still wrong with the cell phone, something is wrong with the connection of how to communicate. And there was like wanting for the repairs to be finished. So, I mean, there's hopefully other ways that you can try to contact somebody. Maybe, you know, once things move forward. And I was also thinking for me, once I move to Europe, the next place that I'll be in, it'll just be temporary until everything is all set. And then that's when I'll be leaving. So I feel that will have a lot of have a lot to do with what will happen, evidently, when you move forward in life. So, and I mean, to note, there's also this other thing that I saw when it's an older picture of this person as if they're in their house, like on their couch. It was like an old memory before all these things happened. And so it mm, it can link to the feeling of things going in general a little better than how they've been going. I also have like a safe travels necklace next to my door when like my front door. So there's also maybe traveling back to a home base. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the part 2.